All right, Madam Speaker, we're going in here. Oh, no worries. Thank you for making time for us. We work with Karina a lot.
Isn't she great?
Oh, she's fantastic. Well, Speaker Pelosi, welcome to YouTube. Thanks for making time for us today. It's especially exciting right now because Congress just changed the rules to allow individual Congresspeople to have their own YouTube channels.
Yes, I'm very proud of that. That was very important to all of us.
Yeah, we're really excited about it. I'm wondering, what do you think that, how do you think Congress can use YouTube to make government more transparent?
Well, first of all, we have to communicate with people in a manner in which they communicate, and especially to a younger generation. So I see it as a situation where you have an opportunity to say a little more than somebody might say on TV or the rest, or if it's that interesting, even a little more than that. But there are all kinds of things, whether it's what we're doing in the committees, what we're doing in the Congress, what individual members are doing. Well, we went to Katrina for the fourth time to go down there and see what was going on, and a member posted that visit and what we saw there. So some things that are very specific in terms of legislation and the rest, and some that are more general in terms of what Congress is up to. But again, in a way that we can not only tell you what we're doing, but you can post on my video.
Yeah, well, some people actually did that. And the first question that we have for you today comes from a user who calls himself theteenconservative.
Speaker Pelosi, Barack Obama famously told Joe the plumber that, quote, "When you spread the wealth around, it's good for everybody." Madam Speaker, do you agree with this economic philosophy?
I agree with Barack Obama that we must be fair to the middle class. It's about fairness. And for us to give extra tax cuts to the people making over $250,000 at the expense of the middle class just isn't fair. So again, we respect achievement and the wealth that it creates and the opportunities that it creates for our entire society, and we want the middle class to share in that.
The next question comes from a user who calls himself RepresentativePress.
President Bush has lied about the very reason he attacked Iraq. How can you deny that reality and refuse to impeach President Bush?
Well, thank you for your question. As a matter of fact, at the time of the vote on going into Iraq, I said, as a member of the Intelligence Committee, that the intelligence did not support an imminent threat that was being proposed by the administration. People said to me, "Are you calling the president a liar?" I said, "I'm stating a fact. The intelligence does not support an imminent threat." And so I've been saying that for years. Is that an impeachable offense? It has not been thought so. For the president to make that misrepresentation is I think, shameful for our country. But I'm not sure that it would result in his impeachment. That's why I didn't take that risk of dividing the country on a subject in which the country has been divided to impeach the president. In fact, I've said the president just wasn't worth it to take our country down that path because of his poor leadership.
Madam Speaker, with the election just 8 days away, a lot of the questions were about the economy, which has become, of course, one of the biggest issues in this election. B. Lewis 9505 says, "I want to know how senators would spend $33 a month on food stamps in this economy. I'm 63 on Social Security, uninsured, wondering how I lost Medicaid and all my food stamp money." Another user called oppesdaman sort of sums up a lot of the questions on the economy when he says, "What are some of your ideas about turning our economy around and creating more jobs in the U.S., given these very tough times, without creating more debt?"
Has to be without creating more debt. Well, to take the first question first, in our stimulus package, our Main Street recovery plan that we hope the president will accept, we have a component for emergency food assistance in there. In our farm bill that we passed but doesn't all go into effect for a few more months, there's a huge $11 billion, huge increase in nutrition initiatives in that bill. So a country as great as ours, people should not be going to sleep hungry at night, and you can't go very far with $33 a month, that's for sure. In terms of how we can grow the economy, when I became Speaker, my flagship issue was and continues to be the issue of energy independence and the global climate crisis, addressing the global climate crisis in a way that promotes a scientific research into the wind, solar, biofuels, other technologies to make us energy independent and create good-paying green-collar jobs, which many of which are blue-collar jobs, in our own country. It's about America's farmers fueling America's energy independence. It's about inner-city kids having the same opportunity as everyone else in this new economy. So I believe that the issue of energy is the key to our creating these good-paying jobs, to do it in an innovative way that takes us into the future, to do it in a way that builds the infrastructure in America, to connect us, to build the broadband across America, which is a job creator, to provide health care for all Americans as a right, not a privilege, which is a job creator. Again, the infrastructure is a job creator, and innovation says to the American people, educate, innovate, compete, and prevail in the marketplace.
As Speaker of the House and as member of Congress for so many years, you cast a lot of votes on Capitol Hill, and we have only a short amount of time and a lot more questions, so I thought we could play a quick lightning round in the interview called Yay or Nay.
Okay.
And all these issues deserve certainly long answers, but we're hoping to keep it to like a sentence each, and then a yay or nay, whether you agree or disagree with the questioner. The first question comes from Truth Police 9698, and he asks, would you consider a fair tax to replace the income and corporate tax?
I think that we have to have tax simplification, put it all on the table, see what works for us, have it be fairer and have it be more simple. I think the fair tax, while it has a good name, does not necessarily accomplish that for the American people.
So that's a nay. I guess you're saying fair tax, not fair tax.
But you can put it on the table and have it compete with other proposals that may be there.
Great. Darthmai asks, should we drill in AMWR if it brings us more energy independence?
No. I don't think we should drill in AMWR. I think that we can achieve our energy independence in other ways. The idea that if you drill we'll become energy independent is such a long-term thing. It takes 10 years to take down 2 cents off the cost of at the price at the pump.
Cyberkaz asks, yay or nay, will you support a bill to collect retroactive taxes from CEOs' fortunes to help balance the $700 billion bailout?
Well, we do have provisions called clawbacks, where you claw back into the profits made by some of its ill-gotten gain, and that has been part of the proposals we've been putting forth. So, in that term, if it's ill-gotten gain, yes, we should have a clawback.
Okay, I never heard that before. Actually, clawback.
It's not very pleasant, but that's what it is.
Corbaman asks, yay or nay, will you vote against Proposition 8 in California? This is, of course, a proposition which challenges the constitutional rights of gay and lesbian couples.
Yes, absolutely, positively. I think it's really an unfortunate initiative on the ballot. I have contributed to no on 8 and will work for its defeat. I'm working for its defeat.
And finally, Speaker Pelosi's user Citizentube asks, will you be making a lot more YouTube videos now that Congress is on YouTube?
Yes, absolutely. Well, I was one of the reasons Congress is on YouTube. We wanted that to happen so we can better communicate with the American people. So I hope you will post your videos on my YouTube, and so that we can get back to you and learn what you are thinking. So it's two-way. We'll tell you what we're up to, but we want to hear about what you're thinking as well. Thank you, YouTube, for giving us that opportunity.
Yeah, thank you, Speaker Pelosi,
thank
for coming
you, Steve,
here today.
very much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We have actually a YouTube T-shirt for you if you'd like.
Very good.
I'm not sure if it's the right size or not, but I'm sure you can wear that all day on Election Day to remind people to
broadcast yourself. Isn't that great? Isn't that great?